lovely hotel room, but that's my view. Some trips you get better views than other, but there's some of Houston. Houston, we have a problem. I have a wall.
True appreciation of the size. Let me compare it to a normal.
Yeah.
Compare it to a normal bottle.
Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning and I'm off to the airport. I'm headed to Houston to do 6 hours of talks tomorrow, so I'm super excited. A little bit early for Saturday to be up and on the go. Got my workout in, say goodbye to my boys, and I will be home in about 36 hours or something crazy like that. So short visit, but super excited, and I get to have dinner with Andy Novosad, my resident mate, tonight. So I'll keep you updated on how the trip goes and hope everybody's having a great Saturday.
Thought I needed to go, didn't know I needed you so, but I don't wanna be away from you. She'd have never gone away from you. Came back, you're gone, and you were right all along. She'd have never gone away from you. How could I let you go away now? Will you come back when I tell you sorry? You know I gotta know now. If this is not the end of a story, you know I gotta know now. If you'll be here, I will hold ya, love you again like no other. If this is not the end of a story, you know I gotta know now.
So 3 weeks later, his appetite improved, his ionized calcium improved, and we were able to taper his prednisone. Took x-rays 2 months into being on this palladium therapy, and these were the x-rays I opened up the lecture with. They're not beautiful, and he's still alive, okay? So remember, this was a dog that came in December of 2009 with advanced metastatic disease and hypercalcemia. It's right before Halloween. His quality of life started to deteriorate again. He was coughing more, he wasn't eating, but he lived 10 months with advanced metastasis. And this was nothing that I saw during my residency, nothing that I learned about. This was something I was in shock when I first put, cases like Reese's on this protocol. And I was like, he was hypercalcemic, he had advanced mets, and he was doing okay. And Justin wasn't on paper and on radiograph reports, he was doing better as a patient, and the owners were really pleased. All right, so let's unpack this. What is metronomic chemotherapy? I didn't make up the name, but it's meant to be like the metronome, pulse chemotherapy. I often just call it low-dose oral chemotherapy. The idea is it's uninterrupted administration of chemotherapy drugs, cytotoxic drugs, at regular and frequent intervals, okay? Associated with less toxicity, less expense, but I pause when I say that because Leukeran, which is one of our players, and Palladia are more expensive. But the idea originally behind it was that it would be less expensive and easy. You don't need the hood, you don't need the gowns, right? Because the owners are giving it at home. So ease of administration, oral, less expense because you don't have to be specially trained to give it. So her soft tissue sarcoma came back. When I was a resident, for dogs with soft tissue sarcomas, they had to do radiation to prevent them from coming back, right? You can't do more surgery. And like owners would say, why can't we do chemo? Because traditional chemo is not going to prevent a soft tissue sarcoma from growing back. That's what I was taught. That's what I told people. Then, in 2008, there was a paper that showed chemotherapy delayed the recurrence in soft tissue sarcomas. What? That's very exciting. What chemo did they use? 85 dogs with soft tissue sarcomas on the trunk and the legs like Gabby. And it delayed recurrence in soft tissue sarcomas. It was the first time that this was shown to prevent local recurrence. I thought that was really, really exciting. It was very well tolerated, very little toxicity.
You know I gotta know now. My bad, my mistake. Now it's my head. headache. I don't wanna be away from ya. She'd never gone away from ya. I'll be way better. Promise I'll never, never ever go away from ya. How could I let you go away now? Will you come back when I tell you sorry? You know I gotta know now. If this is not the end of a story, you know I gotta know now. If you'll be here, I will hold ya, love you again like no other. If this is not the end of a story, you know I gotta know now.
Wrapping up 36 hours in Houston, pretty talks today, but it's dinner time and I get in around midnight and then I'm working all week, so got some sleep on the plane and then headed into a great day talking and just do what you love.